Hello, Central Oregon. Eric Pasha here with Home Source of Neighbor Impact. Today, I'm here with our own Victoria Vale, who will be helping us in a two-part video I'm calling What is Going On with My Mortgage? There have been lots of updates to the industry in the last few weeks, and Victoria is going to help us understand what that means for me and you. So Victoria, so lucky to have her here today. She has been in the housing industry since the mid-90s, starting out with title and escrow. We have been lucky enough to have her here at Neighbor Impact for the last 6 years. Victoria, thank you so much for joining us.
It is my pleasure, Eric. Thank you so much for asking me to come.
Hey, you bet. All right, first question here. What's going on with my mortgage?
With your mortgage, well, probably not a whole lot. Hopefully, you are still able to make your payments. And if you are able to make your payments, that's what you need to do, is just keep making your payments. So unless there is an actual emergency, continue as if nothing has happened.
Fantastic. Perfect. So all of the rules that have changed, if I'm still able to make my payment on time and in full, we should continue to do that.
Absolutely.
All right. Perfect. So let's talk about some of those folks who are maybe struggling to, or maybe they've missed their first payment. We're going to spend most of this time here today talking about the foreclosure piece. And then our second video is going to be talking more about those forbearance options. So first question here, what is foreclosure and how has that process changed over the last few months?
Okay, well, foreclosure is a process wherein the lender can take over ownership of your home, have you evicted, and you lose all of your equity. It is not a fun process, but it takes a very long time. So first of all, if you have missed your first payment, this is not a time to panic. It is a time to simply call your lender, and there are some great options out there. Also, even if you've missed the first couple of payments, know that it is not instantaneous. There is a long process to go from missing your first payments to actually losing your home.
I see. So I'm hearing don't panic and I need to be in communication with my lender.
Absolutely. Those are the two main points.
Perfect. So we're hearing about some of these loans, whether through government programs or through Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Now, what does this foreclosure moratorium mean? Does it mean I can stop paying my mortgage?
No, it does not mean you should stop paying your mortgage. Please keep, like I said at the beginning, if you can, just keep paying your mortgage as if nothing was going on. If you are struggling, or if you were already in foreclosure, that foreclosure process has been stopped, but only short term. Only until May 18th. It was a 60-day moratorium, so that time frame is already going forward. If you are in danger of losing your house, you have already received those final sale notices, etc. I'm not going to go into the whole legal pieces that go into it. You know, if you're there, then this is a point where you could reach out to your lender, see if you can make a deal. Or you can call Neighbor Impact and I can walk you through some ideas that might be available to you.
Of course, is one of our longtime foreclosure counselors. Absolutely.
Right. Foreclosure avoidance.
There
counselor.
you go. There we go. I love it. I love it. So what you're saying is that for the foreclosure moratorium, it's really not helping folks right now who are necessarily struggling. These are folks that have been in the foreclosure process. Like you said, this is longer than a 1 or 2 month missed payment process. This is maybe months and sometimes years. And so this is really providing some much needed help for them during that time.
Exactly. Basically, it was concerned that people would be losing their homes in the middle of this pandemic and not able to shelter in place. So, of course, the goal is to allow people a safe place to reside.
Of course, of course. Perfect. So if I were to be having trouble paying my mortgage, or if I've already missed a mortgage payment, what are some of the first steps that I should take?
Absolutely. The first step you need to take is call your lender. Get your most recent mortgage statement. There's a customer service number on it. Be sure that you have that loan number. The lender is not going to talk to you unless you are the borrower. So you're going to have to be prepared to provide them with personal information. But since you're making that phone call, they're just verifying the information. They should already have that information.
Fantastic.
Careful. Don't give anyone who calls you your personal information until they have verified with you by providing you with your loan number and other information regarding your loan that they are actually your lender. Be aware of fraud right now.
I see. Very great point. So some way for me to get around that is that if I receive a call in and don't trust the source, I should feel comfortable hanging up and calling my lender back at a number that I know has been verified, maybe found on my statement or something like that.
Exactly. In fact, that would be the best step, is just simply to, if they can't provide you with identifying information, then you need to simply hang up and call your customer service line. Absolutely.
That's a great consideration. Thank you. Well, Victoria, thank you again so much for your time today and for all that you're doing for our homeowners here in Central Oregon.
My pleasure. Thank you, Garrick.
You bet. This has been the first part of What is Going On with My Mortgage. Stay tuned for part 2 when we talk about forbearance. I'm Eric Pasha with Home Source of Neighbor Impact. Thanks for joining us. Stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of yourself.